I'm the CEO of a nonprofit, the founder of two schools, and a man who rebuilt his entire life after meeting his father for the first time at 27. I've helped families overcome addiction, helped men break depression and anxiety, and I'm living proof that discipline and faith can take you further than your past ever could. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why you can't give up on yourself. Even when life feels heavy, when you feel alone, and even when your way isn't working anymore. You only need one moment to change your life. Most men quit right before the breakthrough. I remember the point of my life where I was searching for faith, self-esteem, and a reason to believe that I had what it takes. Many men are in a season where they could easily have given up. But the moment you realize as a man, you can do anything you want, but that's if you really want to. So we must have people, a community that we can lean on when we can't, for lack of better words, stand on our own. It's important to have people that can pour into you when you feel your cup is empty as a part of rebuilding you up. And for me, that was my granddad and my mother, two powerful people who poured into me when I couldn't pour into myself. And quite frankly, I believe it's their belief in me that helped me stand tall enough to build my own. There are many times as men when we're deep down in depression, we may lose a little belief in ourselves. And I say this to say that it's okay to lean on someone else's belief in you until you can get to that point where you can hold on to your own belief and believe in yourself. Although you may be feeling down and depressed and may lack believing in yourself or your capabilities, there are many people in the world that believe in you. Some that you may have never met. It's remembering community just isn't about community, people being around and having that support. But I think community is about accountability. Accountability is what saves us when our way isn't working. Listen, every man hits a point where his own strategy stopped working. So I remember I got to a point in my life where what I was doing wasn't working. Everything was falling apart. And a lot of the pain, a lot of the frustration, a lot of chaos and the depression probably was by some of the things I brought on myself, the people I hung around, the things I put into my body, the things I allowed to have access to my mind. I learned that you only get an accountability partner when what you're doing isn't working anymore. And I think this is a big part people miss when trying to get out of that depressive state of mind. We struggle with not only speaking about it, but they struggle with building a community around people that can hold them accountable. Accountability comes with being coachable to overcome adversity, because we know that adversity is inevitable. And in order to get from point A to B and accomplish any goals that you set in your life, you have to be coachable. This doesn't only relate to getting out of depression and achieving your goals. This relates to business, relationships. The long story short is brotherhood, community, and support is what really keeps us from quitting. We all know that real strength comes from support. There are Black men who are fighting depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem, and they're fighting these things in silence. I've helped many families and men break through by teaching them that courage is better than isolation. We all know that isolation is where depression grows. And it's this notion of you must have motivation. And motivation is just a spark. It's a spark to get the fire going. But motivation without discipline will get a man nowhere. You see, discipline is doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing it. As men, we want to allow our way of life to motivate and inspire others to do what they need to do, to build that resilience, to achieve their goals, to accomplish anything they put their mind to. But first, we must build resilience to get ourselves